On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on. A blessed and wonderful Monday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, you don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. We're going to kick it off with some country badness. Boy, may I tell my peeps. The knockers and clappers them in the rural sections of St. Andrew turn up the thing a notch. So on Friday, a knockings and clappings go on, where a man end up get 3 pieces of corn in him skin, but him end up survive. And that trigger off another set of knockings and clappings in the general Temple Hall communities and surrounding areas. We are talking about places like Iron River, Mount Pleasant, Golden Spring, Brandon Hill, the whole of them places right now under heightened tension as ongoing gang war continue to claim the lives of its residents. Now, the Friday knockings and clappings took place about 1 o'clock, where a man was riding his motorcycle heading to the Brandon Hill community where he lived. It is said that criminal elements roll up on him, can him up off of the motorcycle, leaving him lifeless. Yeah man, the man presently on your screen is the man that lost his life in that brutal knockings and clappings Friday. It is also said that the criminal element will take fame life, knock it and clap it at residents in the 15 miles district before escaping on foot in the area. So the motorcyclist will end up lose Fame 3 Pines has not yet been officially identified by the police. But just a mere few hours after, a known criminal element by the name of Berky, presently on your screen, and a chicken vendor, jerk chicken vendor, end up lose for them 3 Pines smack in the middle of Golden Spring Square, right beside the gas station. Both knockings and clappings are connected. Yeah man. So Berky is a known knockers and clappers, and it is said that it is criminal rivals from the Iron River community that placed a hit on Berky's head. Yeah man. Berky is a known knockers and clappers that has a lot of criminal connections to include his own family members. So this is an ongoing gang war we are going for a mighty long time. Now who remember this particular knockings and clappings of this man presently on your screen, identified as a Tasties employee known as Ronald Sawyer, but he's more popularly known as Indian. He's also, was also from a Iron River address in St. Andrew. So all of the knockings and clappings here, we want to see a go on now, is a continuation of that particular knockings and clappings from way back in January 25th of 2024, when Bad Indian end up losing 3 Pines smack in the middle of a crossroad right outside the gates of Tasties. Boy, may I tell my peeps, the thing really serious. Now, as it relates to the jerk chicken vendor, he is not involved in anything that is happening. But guess what? The jerk chicken vendor of some family members though, that is heavily involved. So retaliation, me can tell you, my peeps, is a must. So residents living in and around these communities, brace yourself and take the necessary precautions to protect yourself and your family members from these criminal elements. We are talking about communities such as Iron River, Mount Pleasant, Golden Spring, Brandon Hill, and surrounding communities. My peeps, the thing serious. So now we are going to head on over there to the breadbasket parish of Jamaica. We are talking about the troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled St. Elizabeth Police Division, and it is with great regret to even describe the parish of St. Elizabeth as such. Now the St. Elizabeth Police have listed 3 individuals as wanted and several others have been listed as persons of interest in relations to various crimes in that particular police division. So as it relates to the 3 that are deemed wanted by the St. Elizabeth Police Division, they are as follows. Ian Brown, but more popularly known in the criminal underworld as Boom June. He's of a Hartley Castle district address in Newmarket, St. Elizabeth. He's wanted for grievous hold on and take type of assault. The second man has since been identified as Lincoln Leach Farquharson. He's said to be of a Mount Pleasant district address in Balaclava, St. Elizabeth. He's also wanted for a hold on and take, when forcefully take what was not given to him by that particular female, and other grievous assaults related to that type of dirty behavior. The third wanted man has since been identified as Merrick Edwards, said to be of a Prospect district address in Giddy Hall, St. Elizabeth. He's also wanted for a similar type of crime. So the 3 wanted criminal elements are all grapists, Mr. Hold on and take, as I would call it. Yeah, man. Now the persons listed as persons of interest that the police want for hold a small reasoning with in relations to crimes in their police division. The first one is as follows. Ricardo Christopher Orlando Foster, otherwise known as Richie or Richie Feelings or Haitian, said to be 34 years old, of Galetown in Goshen District, St. Elizabeth, and is a person of interest in relation to several robberies and knockings and clappings in the area. Now the second person has since been identified as Llewellyn Garden, otherwise known as Zoogie of Roseberry District in Malvern, St. Elizabeth, said to be a person of interest in relation to some whole heap of robbery and break-ins. The third person of interest has since been identified as Jerome Plummer, but more popularly known in the streets as Fargo. He's said to be of a Roseberry district in St. Elizabeth. Also a person of interest in relation to robberies and break-ins. The fourth person has since been identified as Ramel Broomfield, but more popularly known in the streets as Ray. He's of a Malvern district address in St. Elizabeth, and he's also a person of interest in relation to robberies and break-ins. The fifth person and last has since been identified as Dwar Archibald. He's of a no fixed address, really. He frequents Park District, though, in the parish of St. Elizabeth, and also Draxall in St. Anne and sections of Mandeville in Manchester. He's also a person of interest in relations to robberies and break-ins. So all these criminal elements that are deemed wanted and also seen as persons of interest by the St. Elizabeth Police are asked to report to the nearest police station and turn yourself over. And anyone having any information surrounding the whereabouts of any one of these men, please alert the Black River Police and furnish them with the necessary information so these criminal elements can be caught and taken off our nation's streets. And still in the parish of St. Elizabeth, the police them put on another decent spot of work. Yeah, man, may I tell you, the police them seize a decent strap off of the streets. So the police arrested and charged 2 men after the seizure of the illegal firearm on Sunday morning. The men were arrested on suspicion of possession of prohibited weapon and also unauthorized possession of ammunition. The police report suggests that sometime around 3:30 a.m., cops were on patrol along the Braze River main road when a Toyota Fielder motor car was signaled to stop. It is said by the police that the driver of that particular vehicle complied with their request. The car was searched and, according to the police, a Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol affixed with a magazine containing 13 live 9mm cartridges was found between the front seat. The police stated that the occupants were taken into custody. Their names have been withheld pending further investigation. So another decent spot of work again by the squaddy them. Yeah man. Now over there in the troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled murder capital of Jamaica, we are talking about the St. James Police Division. 2 men have been charged with the fatal knockings and clappings of a woman and the injuring of a female relative at their home in Flower Hill, St. James in March. I covered that story extensively and other stories relating to the upsurge of crime and violence affecting the Flower Hill and surrounding communities in St. James. So for those who have not yet watched those videos, just go up on YouTube, type in Flower Hill on the Spot News Media, and those videos should pop up. Yeah man. So charged with the knockings and clappings that resulted in the loss of life of the female is a criminal element identified as Wilfred Cook, but more popularly known in the criminal underworld as Kang, said to be 57 years old, and also 21-year-old Lavan Cook, otherwise known as Jaja in the streets, both of whom are from a Flower Hill district address. They are charged with the knockings and clappings of this female security guard, presently on your screen, identified as Nastacia Smith on Sunday, March 17th. The Freeport police have reported that sometime around 3:30 p.m., Smith and her relative was inside the house with other family members when men armed with firearms entered the yard and opened gunfire at them through a bedroom window before escaping in the area. The police were alerted, and upon their arrival, Nastacia Smith was seen laying on her back in a pool of red substance coming from her head and chest. She was, however, taken to the hospital where she was pronounced you know what, and the other woman treated and released. So if you don't need to get more details into that particular knockings and clappings, go back and binge watch that particular video. So both Wilford and Lavan Cook were arrested and subsequently charged. Their court dates is being finalized. So on the Spot News Media will most definitely keep close tabs on this one and update you on their court proceedings in subsequent newscast. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On the Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On the Spot News Media. Yeah man.